Hi everyone. Today is July 2nd and this is my webinar. I'm here. I don't have a very good background today. I'm in Leavenworth traveling, and so I had to make a time adjustment. So thank you for accommodating me. And I have my little down having breakfast right now, but you might hear her like a little mouse in the background. But let's start because July has so many amazing transits, and I don't want to overwhelm you, but I do want you to know about it. So um, let's start with this. First, I want to just share my screen with you so you can kind of see right here. You're able to see this, but we've got the Sun and Mars right here together. Mercury's in there too, wide, but I want to show you. Oh, it gives me chills. It's in opposition. Mars is exactly opposite of Pluto right now. So not to be dramatic, but I almost died today, for real. I feel so blessed and fortunate to be here. But this can be that kind of transit because Pluto, I have chills, but Pluto opposing Mars and opposing the Sun can literally be sort of death of energy, or it can be death of the Sun right here, life, and or a life and death situation. So it was a game of survival for me yesterday. I went tubing down a river, and the river was supposed to be easy, and they said we didn't even need life jackets, and it's for 4-year-olds and no problem. Well, those rapids are really deceiving. It looks like they were barely moving, and I got a little tiny float for my daughter, just a swimming pool float, and then I got a little more sturdy float for me with a netting in the bottom. Just think of an inner tube, and the rapids, I don't want to waste all our time, but the rapids, basically my daughter just saw me trying to save her, but she just basically watched me totally drown. I can't even believe I'm alive, for real. Anyways, we got caught in a whirlpool, and I just talk about this because this is that transit. And so be really careful right now. For the entire month of July, this transit kind of shifts from the Mars direct with Pluto today to the Sun. The Sun is going to get there right opposing Pluto in 8 days' time. And so I just want you to be careful for the 4th of July. I want you to be careful driving. You know, not that you are a hot shot, but don't be one. Don't get in over your head, literally. And just know that it's a really sensitive time right now. And it's serious. It's real. So that might not happen to everybody. This is very interesting, though. I have to tell you, this Mars, right? This Mars right here, and this Sun, for me, where Pluto's opposing it, is in my house of the ocean, that my house, the 12th house, which is the house of water. So wherever your Cancer is in your chart, wherever your Pluto is in your chart, really pay attention to those aspects in your life. So if your Cancer is in your 10th house, be really careful in your work or in your career. If your Cancer sign is rising and it's in your 1st house, be careful with your body. If it's in your 2nd house, be careful of your money and your resources. If it's in your 3rd house, be careful with your siblings, and be careful driving your car, and be careful with your voice. 4th house, be careful in your home. Be careful with your family. 5th house, watch out for your children. 6th house, your pets, your health, what you're eating. Be very careful with what you choose to eat. Wash your fish. Be careful so you don't get food poisoning. I'll just keep going. The 7th house, that's hidden enemies. Somebody who you don't know about could really betray you. The 8th house is the house of death and taxes, so pay your bills. The 9th house is be careful with your passport and foreign travel. So if you have Cancer or Capricorn in either one of those houses, and you have it somewhere, that's what you kind of need to pay attention to. And so for me, with Cancer in the 12th house, we were going river rafting. I thought I covered the bases because I was going on a float trip that was marked for 4-year-olds, you know. and it wasn't. So I just find how absolutely astonishingly truthful transits can be. Sometimes even as an astrologer, we don't know how to apply it all the time, but then in hindsight, you can see it. Okay, so I just wanted to show you that. We're going to move on to happier things, and there are some really happy transits. So let me just roll through these for you, okay? And hang on one second. Here we go. So remember, we just talked about Mars in Cancer opposing Pluto in Capricorn. This can feel like that there's an unfair resistance. And believe me, in my case, that's what those rapids felt like. I could not swim against them. It was this literal unfair resistance that just had me go completely under. But you can feel like Mars, your life force energy, is being threatened right now. Like you have to really push, or you have to really resist. It's almost like at all odds. So this is going to last for a little while. So I want you to have a really safe 4th of July. I don't want to scare anybody. I just want you to have a really safe 4th of July. And if you're going voting, or if you're, if you're going to do things, just make sure. I didn't have a life jacket. I should have had one no matter what. I didn't have an oar. I should have no matter what. So make sure you get your metaphoric life jacket and your oar. On the 4th of July, Mercury's in Cancer and it's squaring Uranus. So there's sort of, this can be a very jarring time, jarring news, jarring experience. It doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. It could be like shockingly great news, but it is in a square aspect, so this could create a little bit of tension. So things might seem incoherent. Things might seem discombobulated, like they don't make sense. They don't add up. Mercury is our communication planet, and it is in sort of a challenging aspect to Uranus, the planet of shock and awe. So that could just also be fireworks. But you might get some shocking or surprising news. And on the 7th, which I really like, this is such a sweet little sprinkle of love and magic for us, because Mercury, the communication planet, is in a happy aspect to Venus. And so this is a day to really ask for what you want, because there's a lot of magic in this day, and know that it can happen. So then we move right into the full moon, and the full moon is in Capricorn, because you always know that the moon, when it is full, is in the opposite sign of the sun, and you know that we're in the Cancer sun sign. So the full moon is in Capricorn to the sun in Cancer. Now this is really interesting, because the moon likes being in Cancer far more than it likes being in the sun. So the sun is receiving this Capricorn full moon, and there are some good aspects here to Neptune and stuff. So it's not completely miserable or terrible, but you might see that you are having sort of an ending with hard work or what you want to work on, because that Capricorn moon is all about work and working hard. It also has a lot to do with domination and authority. And so what the hell do you not want to deal with anymore? What is just so doggone tiring? What is exhausting you? Because that kind of wants to end itself, if you will. And you might want to create an ending around work that you just no longer are inspired by or want to do. And I totally understand that. So on the, let's see, so that was the 8th and the 9th, okay? So overlapping that on the 9th and the 10th, this is the day that the sun opposes Pluto in Capricorn. This is just like what I went through yesterday, but this is the sun. So we had Mars yesterday, and Mars is still there by a wide orb, but Pluto is exactly opposite the sun on the 9th and the 10th. So you want to create something big. It's like that Pluto energy has a lot of energy. That's why, I mean, I drove 2.5 hours to do this great giant thing. I've been talking about it for so long. And I had this force inside of me yesterday. And you also feel sort of like you can conquer anything. And then you realize that, boom, the sun being right there or Mars being right there in your face opposing you, that you're not so big, you're not so strong. So this is a time when you really want to create some vibrant, dynamic, self-expression, if you will, because that's what the sun is. It is the way you express yourself. But there will be an opposing force. And it's sort of like you have to move a boulder. And I kind of want you to take on the challenge. It's okay. You'll find your way through, probably, if you keep your wits about you, if you stay smart, and if you your might and your tenacity and your ferocity. But July 9th and 10th will require that of you. So start drinking your green juices right now and taking your power vitamins so you can be prepared for the 9th and the 10th to push through whatever obstacles might present themselves to you. Hopefully you'll get nothing. Maybe, you're in perfect synchronicity in your life, and it might not be for all people, but many people will feel this. We might see this out in our world too. So thank goodness for July 14th, because we have another really blessed day amidst just a sea of challenges. And this is a day when Mercury, the communication planet, it's in Leo. It likes being in Leo, and it's in this great aspect to Jupiter in Libra. So it's a day for you to really build your self-esteem and get positive news. And it's a day of true blessings, with love and beauty and art and harmony and justice, and a great day to sign a contract. Oh my God, if you have to sign a contract, July 14th. Buy a house, July 14th. Absolutely fantastic day. Maybe the best day of the month. I'm not sure. I gotta look. So July 17th, this is a day where we're blurry a little bit. We can't see real well, and we could get sucked into something kind of fraudulent or something too good to be true, because Venus, the love planet, is in this square aspect to Neptune, which puts rose-colored glasses on us. And so it's like we can't quite see exactly what we're being promised. Like, is this a good thing or a bad thing? Venus is about money, self-esteem, and self-worth. So this is a day when you might want to buy into, I don't know, make an investment or make a purchase or attach to somebody who might not be all that they say they are. So it isn't always true, but it is really do your due diligence on that day, because you just can't see very well. Guard your personal information on that day. That's a day that I would check my bank account to make sure all the transactions really align, or set your notifications to notify you if there's unusual activity on your bank account. Guard your personal information a little bit, and be careful with your life. Just because you can't see real well, if I took your clarity away from you, how would you operate? That's that day. So that is July 17th. So also on that day, there's this sort of jolting, shocking energy of the day. So Mars is in Cancer, and it squares Uranus, that shocking planet. And so you could get some kind of unexpected jolts of energy. Could be a little bumpy. It could also be a big boost too. There's always the shadow side, and then there's the elevated side. The elevated side, it could bring in tension into your life that isn't that bad, that brings really good results. And on the 18th, this is a beautiful day. I don't know if it's an easy day, but it is a beautiful day, because it's a day to really heal your chi, to heal your life force energy. This is a day to really make new decisions around how you want to heal your body, your energy. Mars is in this happy aspect to Chiron, and so it's kind of a destiny day. Whenever you have Chiron there, it's almost like your guardian angels want to help you heal, help you improve your life. And on the 18th of July, it's the same day, we've got Venus in Gemini trining Jupiter in Libra. So did I already say that? I did not say that. Oh, we had Mercury sextile Libra. So yeah, Venus in Gemini is going to trine Jupiter in Libra. Oh my God, this is probably the best day. This is such a golden day. This is the sweet spot in the month where the two happy planets come together in this gorgeous, coherent, magical connection. They make sort of a golden link. And so this is a place where you really want to strike and take action. And this energy is going to last all the way through September. So I really love this day on July 18th. It is absolutely beautiful. I don't know what day of the week it falls on, but do something wonderful for yourself. And I also like the 19th because Mercury is in Leo and it trines Saturn in Sagittarius. So finally we get a little bit of a break. So this is just such a wonderful companion to the 18th. And it's really a magical time where universe or the divine energy really supports your transcendence above the previous challenges. So this is where we see the ray of sunshine, a ray of light. This is where we truly get a break. And the 18th and 19th are just wonderful days. They're absolute blessings. So I hope something really great happens to you on that day. Now, let's see. On the 20th and the 21st, we've got another Uranus aspect. So you could have some random challenges might pop up, but we still have that energy from the 2 days prior to help us. So if you get a tiny setback or you get a tiny piece of news on the 20th or the 21st, don't sweat it, just rise above. And on the 23rd is our new moon, and this is going to be our new moon in Leo. I don't know about you, but I love a new moon in Leo because it's big, 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 big. And so this it has a square though in it. And so it has a square to Uranus. So this is going to have, let's see. Oh, it's in conjunction with Mars. So, and there's a square to Uranus in this configuration. But this new moon is going to be jam-packed with dynamite. So I really want you to do something with it. First of all, a moon in Leo, you have to remember Leo's planet is the sun. So imagine putting the sun's power into the moon. That's what you get, literally a stick of dynamite. And so with Mars there, this thing wants to take off. This is like a rocket. So what are you in your life like? I am so tired of procrastinating. I have sabotaged, or I have tricked or fooled or stalled, or I just have not really been doing it. This is a day when you get new vitality, new life. It's literally a new life, new self-expression, a new life, a new world. Such a wonderful, wonderful day. But just like you would handle fireworks, how would you handle this energy? Be gentle, but be impactful too. Don't let this day go by without doing something about it or with it. July 24th. So Venus, just like we talked about the Mars and the Sun and Pluto, Venus is going to oppose Saturn. And when Venus opposes Saturn, the high side is that you can have a very grounded and committed connection with another person, romantic connection. You could make a commitment. It's also, you could really make a sound investment. That's the high side. The low side is you feel like, damn it, I just can't get what I want. And so it requires doing a lot of legwork, and it requires really putting together a plan or a structure that won't let things fall apart. So it's like some work needs to be done on that day, oftentimes, to get the thing that we want. So it's not a terrible day or a bad day. It just is kind of a hard working day. And it can feel stifling, right? It can feel like drudgery a little bit. So on the 26th, the Sun in Leo will sit right with Mars in Leo. And so this is a really bold, expressive, loud, vivacious, productive, super fun, playful, joyful, loving day. Enjoy yourself and do something physical that day. Do something literally with your body that day. And be bold on that day. Take a risk. Take a risk. Don't be the cowardly lion. Jump into the risk. And on the 30th, let's see. Oh, on the 30th, we kind of end with a boom. It's a very electrifying day. So Venus in Gemini is in Uranus and Aries, is trying to, sorry, sextile to Uranus and Aries. And so it's very electrifying. It's a day of love. It's a day of making money. This might be a day where you literally win the jackpot at the casino. It's a boosted up day. It's shocking and bright ideas will come to you. Incredible possibilities will find you. And it's a day when you can just really receive out of the blue some super, super fantastic news. So it's going to be kind of ending with a bang. Now, the other thing I wanted to tell you is, let me just double check this date. Oopsie. Let me just double check this date for you. Mercury is going to go into retrograde, but not for a while. Just think about it around Labor Day, August 12th through September 5th, and it's in Virgo. So we will probably really feel it. It starts in Virgo and it ends in Leo. But I just wanted to give you a heads up because we'll talk about it next month. But August 12th, mark your calendar for Mercury in retrograde. So I say that because I want to get all your stuff launched and done. And if there's somebody that you want to meet them in July, contract you want to sign, pick those dates. It's kind of nice if you transcribe these into notes and put them on your calendar. I find that it's really helpful to do that. Okay, now I'm going to stop the recording. So bye, everybody, and we'll see you next month. Totally likes to stop. I don't know. Oh my gosh, please stop. I might have to just hold on. Isn't this so annoying? Oh my gosh, I'm pushing the button over and over and over and it does